lion's den with 70,000 people screaming for your death. Imagine being told you're too small, too old, too weak, and then imagine making them all eat their words. September 13th, 2025, the night Terence Crawford walked into hell and came out holding the devil's crown. The night a 37-year-old welterweight jumped 2 weight classes and destroyed the biggest star in boxing in front of the entire world. They said it wasn't possible. They said he was insane. They said Canelo Alvarez was untouchable. They were all wrong. This is the story of the greatest upset in modern boxing history. This is Boxing Fever. Let's go. Terence Allen Crawford, born September 28, 1987, Omaha, Nebraska. While other kids played video games, young Bud was throwing hands in his uncle's gym, trying to stay off the streets that swallowed too many kids like him. No Olympic gold, no amateur pedigree written in the stars, just raw talent, a cold-blooded mind, and a work ethic that would make most men quit. For years, big dreams. He won titles at lightweight, unified a super lightweight, cleaned out welterweight, beat everyone they put in front of him. But the world kept sleeping, and Bud, he just kept winning. June 28, 2014, Omaha, Nebraska, Crawford's hometown. His moment. Standing across from him was Yuriorkis Gamboa, Olympic gold medalist, 23-0. Spinning, flurrying, dancing circles around the hometown kid. The HBO commentators were already writing Crawford's obituary. Good prospect, but maybe he's overmatched. Then the 5th round happened. Crawford switched to southpaw, and everything changed.
Oh, he hurt him with the right hand.
Yeah, he stayed with the left hand.
A right hook sent Gamboa crashing to the canvas for the first time in his life. Gamboa got up. Crawford dropped him again, and again, and again. 4 knockouts in 5 rounds. The referee saved Gamboa in the 9th from the beating he was getting. 10,000 Nebraskans lost their minds. That was the night Terence Crawford announced himself to the world. Gamboa never recovered his career. Crawford never looked back. That was the first time we saw the switch hitting, the timing, the killer instinct, the final form. April 20th, 2019, Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing. Amir Khan, former unified champion, lightning fast hands, massive UK following, and a glass chin that made everyone think one shot and it's over. Khan came to talk. Crawford is basic. I'm levels above him. Easy work. Crawford said nothing all week. Just smiled that quiet smile. The smile that scares people more than any trash talk ever could. Khan talked himself into believing his own hype. Big mistake. For 5 rounds, Crawford carved Khan up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Every hook to the liver made Khan wince. Every uppercut to the body made Khan breathe through his mouth. His ribs glowed red on the broadcast. By the end of round 5, Khan was already broken. Then the 6th round. It strayed low. Referee gave Khan 5 minutes. Virgil Hunter asked if he could continue. Khan shook his head. Fight over. The controversy lasted 5 minutes. Then the replays came out. 88 clean power shots to the body in 18 minutes. Khan wasn't quitting on a low blow. He was quitting on the beating. Crawford walked to his corner, looked into the camera, and said absolutely nothing. The silence was louder than any words. That was the night casual fans learned to say his name right. November 20th, 2021, Las Vegas. Shawn Porter, the ultimate warrior, the ultimate test. Come forward, pressure, maul, survive. Porter was supposed to expose Crawford, test his chin, test his will, test his heart. Instead, he got a masterclass. For 9 rounds, Crawford put on a show, switching stances at will, making Porter miss by inches, punishing him by feet. Beautiful boxing, clinical precision, no wasted movement.
Beautiful work by Crawford.
Porter down again. Right hand. Porter stumbling across the ring like a drunk leaving a casino at 6 a.m. And then Kenny Porter stood up, told the referee no mas, a father pulling his son out. Shawn Porter cried on the stool, retired that night. Crawford didn't celebrate. He just looked sad, like he knew he'd taken something from Porter that he could never give back. Kenny Porter said post-fight that he couldn't handle the angles, the switching. Bud was too good. That was the night the hardcore fans said he might actually be the best on earth. October 13th, 2018, back at Omaha. But this one was different. This one was personal. Jose Benavidez Jr., big, strong, with a mouth that wrote checks his body couldn't cash. For weeks, Benavidez talked. Every press conference, every face-off, every interview. Crawford stayed ice cold, silent, smiling. 11 rounds, competitive. Benavidez believing his own hype. talking between rounds, talking after punches, thinking he was winning. Crawford just waited, like a snake coiled in the grass, patient, calculating, hungry. Then the 12th round came, and Crawford unleashed hell.
It's not how we want to end this fight, Oh! Crawford gets him!
Benavidez' head snapped back like someone pulled a string. His body followed. Timber, face first on the canvas. Referee counted to 10. Crawford grabbed the microphone. Any more questions? Any more questions? I said I was going to shut him up. That clip has 20 million views and counting. That was the night Crawford showed the killer instinct and the venom that would later terrify Canelo's entire team. Pure malice, pure statement, pure blood. July 29th, 2023. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. The fight the entire sport waited a decade for. 2 undefeated champions, 2 pound-for-pound elites. All the belts, all the marbles, all the glory. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford for undisputed welterweight supremacy. 50-50 fight, they said. Could go either way, they said. Best fight of the generation, they said. They were right about one thing. It was the best fight of the generation. Just for different reasons than they thought. Spence was supposed to be bigger, stronger, fresher, hungrier. Instead, Crawford put on a clinic that made Spence look like he'd never boxed before in his life. Round 2, overhand left. Spence down for the first time in his career. Stadium erupts. Round 7, another knockdown. Spence's legs betraying him. Seconds later, another knockdown.
Oh, the right hook!
Spence on Bambi legs, holding on for dear life. Round 9, referee Mark Goddard had seen enough. Fight over. TKO. The most one-sided 50-50 fight in boxing history. Crawford didn't just beat Spence. He broke him. He embarrassed him. He made a statement so loud the entire sport had to listen. Post-fight, Crawford took the mic. Like I said, the difference is levels. That night, Crawford became undisputed welterweight champion. Pound for pound, #1. The best fighter on planet Earth. Legacy complete. Story over. Perfect ending. Except it wasn't, because Terence Crawford was just warming up. And what came next would make everything before it look like a warm-up. The impossible was waiting. September 13th, 2025, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. The biggest fight in boxing, the richest fight in boxing, the most impossible fight in boxing. Terence Crawford, 37 years old, former welterweight, 147 pounds soaking wet, versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest star in the sport, 4-division champion, super middleweight king, 168 pounds of Mexican pride, and a fan base that fills stadiums. Nobody gave Crawford a chance. Not analysts, not experts, not former champions, not Mexican legends, not American legends. Too small, too old, too late, too much weight. Canelo's too strong at 168. Betting odds? Canelo minus 400. Translation? Crawford was a massive underdog. Even Bob Arum, Crawford's own promoter, said privately he feared for him. 70,482 tickets sold. Almost all wearing red. Almost all Mexican. Almost all there to watch Canelo add another scalp to his collection. It was supposed to be a coronation. Mexican Independence Day weekend. The king defending his throne against a brave but foolish challenger. Nobody saw what was coming. Crawford walked to the ring like a man walking to Sunday church. Calm, focused, smiling that smile. Canelo walked into Viva Mexico, shaking the building. Red everywhere. Flags waving, 70,000 voices screaming his name. Dana White pacing the aisle. Turki Al-Sheikh grinning with a custom belt worth more than most houses. Netflix cameras capturing every angle. The stage was set. The impossible was about to happen, and nobody believed it could. Bell rings, round 1, feel-out phase. Both fighters measuring distance. Canelo hunting with a right hand. Crawford's jab popping. Sharper than expected. Faster than anyone predicted. Round 2, Crawford's footwork is magic. In and out. Ghost movements. Canelo can't find the range. Close round. But Bud's jab is winning it quietly. Round 3, more of the same. Crawford's speed is a problem. Canelo's power hasn't shown up yet. Crowd starts to get nervous. Round 4, boom. Canelo lands the hardest punch of the fight. Right hand straight down the pipe. Snaps Crawford's head back. Stadium erupts. 70,000 people on their feet. Commentators screaming, "Here we go." The script is being followed. The ending we all expected. Then Crawford does something that sends chills down everyone's spine. He smiles and nods. Like, good shot. Like, my turn. Scary. Round 5, Canelo's best work. Body shots landing. Walking Crawford down. Left hook to the liver. Crawford winces. This is what everyone came to see. The bigger man imposing his will. Maybe the doubters were right. Maybe Crawford bit off more than he could chew. Maybe. Round 6, the switch flips. Crawford plants his feet, decides to trade. Hook lands flush on Canelo. Canelo takes a step back. When was the last time you saw Canelo Alvarez take a step back from anyone? Referee warns Canelo for a low blow. The stadium goes quiet. That nervous quiet. The quiet that says, wait, something's wrong. You could feel it. The shift, the momentum, the energy. Crawford wasn't surviving. He was winning. Round 7 through 12. Vintage Crawford. Jab, angle, combination, slip, combination, slip, switch stance, jab, uppercut, hook, out. Canelo looks confused, then frustrated, then desperate. Every round, Crawford's punch output climbs. Every round, Canelo's face gets more marked up. Every round, the crowd goes quieter. Round 9, Crawford starts showboat. Hands behind his back, sticks his tongue out, then cracks Canelo with a 3-piece combo. Canelo shakes his head like, what the hell is this? Round 10, more showboat, more combinations, more dominance. Round 11, Crawford is putting on a clinic. Canelo is tough as nails, but he's losing. Clearly, obviously, undeniably. Round 12, Crawford cruises, survives, celebrates before the bell even rings. The impossible is complete. Bell rings. Canelo looks stunned, like he just woke up from a bad dream. Crawford raises both arms. Before the scores are even announced, he knows. The entire building holds its breath. Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. 116 to 112, 115 to 113, 115 to 113. All for the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terence Crawford. 3 seconds of total silence. The longest 3 seconds in boxing history. Then eruption, a mixture of shock, disbelief, and reluctant respect. Crawford grabs the mic. I've been telling y'all, I'm him, period. Canelo, gracious in defeat. He was the better man tonight. No excuses. Class, even in the hardest moment of his career. The numbers don't lie. Crawford, 172 punches landed. Canelo, 68 punches landed. Let that sink in. Jabs, 45 to 16, Crawford. Power shots, 127 to 52, Crawford. Body shots, 58 to 22, Crawford. Total domination, complete control, boxing clinic. That night, Terence Crawford became the first male boxer in history to win undisputed titles in 3 weight classes. The first ever in the 4-belt era. The first fighter to hold the Ring Magazine belt in 4 different weight classes. 41.1 million global viewers. Biggest boxing audience of the 21st century. $47 million gate, 3rd biggest in boxing history. Mike Tyson said, greatest performance I ever seen, period. Roy Jones Jr. said he didn't just beat Canelo, he made him look ordinary. Andre Ward said he just watched the new all-time great candidate. 2 months later, the clips still go viral every day. Crawford with his hands behind his back, sticking his tongue out, then cracking Canelo with a 4-punch combo. That night in Las Vegas, Terence Crawford didn't just win a fight, he committed the perfect crime. He stole Canelo's aura, Mexico's weekend, Saudi's money, Netflix's narrative, and boxing's entire future in one 36-minute masterclass. And the craziest part, he made it look easy. No one saw it coming, but everyone will remember it forever. From the streets of Omaha to the throne of boxing, from being doubted to being undeniable, from good fighter to greatest of his generation, Terence Crawford proved that size doesn't matter, age doesn't matter, odds doesn't matter. When you're truly special, when you're truly prepared, when you're truly him, nothing can stop you, not even the impossible. If you love stories like this, stories of warriors defying the impossible, hit that subscribe button, because this is what we do. We tell the stories of the fighters who changed the game forever. This was Boxing Fever, and this was the night Terence Crawford shocked the world. See you in the next one.